Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. General Hospital Thursday, June 27 spoilers. Finn and Violet's sad goodbye. Dex's question for Jocelyn. Carly's attorney meeting. General Hospital, DH's spoilers for Thursday, June 27, reveal that Jason Morgan, Steve Furton, will ask if Danny Morgan, Asher Antonizon, is sure he's ready as they prepare to tackle a project together. There'll be some fun bonding moments for Jason and Danny, despite Sam McCall's, Kelly Monaco, desire to keep them apart. Meanwhile, Sam will give Dante Falconeri, Dominic Zampravna, updates on the FBI's leverage on Jason, and how furious she is about Jason putting Carly Spencer, Laura Wright, first. Although Dante will warn Sam not to tell anybody about this news, she may admit she already got in Carly's face about it. That could leave Dante with concerns about Carly's next move, and the disaster this could spiral into. At home, Carly will meet with Diane Miller, Carolyn Hennessy, to discuss the RICO violations and the recording that the FBI is using to control Jason. Diane will be curious how Carly obtained this information, but Carly will urge Diane not to ask who her source is. It looks like Carly may also admit she paid Jack Brennan, Charles Mashore, a visit to ask for advice, so Diane will wonder why she would do something like that. The last thing Carly needs to be doing is seeking guidance from a dangerous prisoner, but Carly will want to focus on what she learned. Brennan doesn't think the FBI will let Jason off the hook as promised. Furthermore, Brennan doesn't believe the FBI will just forget about the evidence against her, so Carly may need Diane's legal expertise more than ever. Other GH spoilers say Dex Heller, Evenhofer, will catch Jocelyn Jacks, Eden McCoy, off guard when he asks what it would take for them to get back to where they were before. That's a question that Jocelyn will have to give some serious thought, but she might point out that they've been slowly inching in the right direction. Over with Harrison Chase, Josh Swickard. He'll give Hamilton Finn, Michael Easton, some support as his brother faces a tough task. Now that Finn has agreed to head to rehab, he has to find a way to say goodbye to Violet Finn, Jafeel Love. Once Finn joins Violet upstairs and admits he has to go away for a while, Violet will insist Finn has to take her with him. Of course, Finn can't do that, so he'll gently explain that he has to go alone. Violet will have an emotional reaction to Finn's farewell, but he'll no doubt promise that they'll be together again soon. However, Michael Easton made it sound like his exit was final in his recent departure confirmation video. SOD also confirmed Eason's last air date would be Thursday, June 27, so tune in for Finn's send-off. General Hospital spoilers say Chase and Brooklyn Quartermain, Amanda Sutton, will be in charge of caring for Violet following Finn's exit, so we'll bring you more predictions on where their storyline will go from here. In the bustling halls of General Hospital, the day started like any other, but an undercurrent of tension and anticipation could be felt by those attuned to the lives unfolding within its walls. Dr. Hamilton Finn stood by the window of his office, looking out but not really seeing the cityscape before him. His thoughts were miles away, focused on the bittersweet task that lay ahead. Today was the day he had to say goodbye to his daughter, Violet. The custody battle had been long and arduous, but the decision had finally been made. Violet was to live with her mother, Hayden, far from Port Charles. Finn sighed deeply, bracing himself for the emotional farewell. Meanwhile, in the hospital cafeteria, Dex Heller sat at a table, his leg bouncing nervously under it. His mind was preoccupied with a burning question, one he knew he had to ask Jocelyn Jacks. Their relationship had been growing stronger, but recent events had left him unsettled. He needed clarity, and he hoped Jocelyn could provide it. He spotted her walking in, her face lighting up with a smile when she saw him. Dex's heart skipped a beat, but the anxiety remained. "Hey, Dex," Jocelyn greeted as she sat down across from him. "You look like you've got something on your mind." Dex took a deep breath. "I do, Joss. There's something I need to ask you." In another part of the hospital, Carly Spencer was steeling herself for an important meeting with her attorney. The legal troubles surrounding her were piling up, and she needed to get ahead of them before they consumed her. The stakes were high, and she couldn't afford to lose. Carly's resolve was strong, but the weight of the situation bore heavily on her shoulders. She walked with purpose to the conference room, where her attorney awaited her. Back in Finn's office, the door creaked open, and little Violet stepped in, clutching her favorite stuffed animal. Her eyes sparkled with innocence and love, unaware of the gravity of the situation. Finn turned to face her, his heart breaking at the thought of her leaving. He knelt down to her level, forcing a smile. "Hey, sweet pea," he said softly. "Are you ready to go on an adventure with Mommy?" Violet nodded enthusiastically, but then her face grew serious. "Will you come with us, Daddy?" Finn's throat tightened. "I wish I could, sweetheart. But you'll have so much fun with Mommy. And we'll see each other very soon, I promise." Violet hugged him tightly, and Finn closed his eyes, savoring the moment. He didn't want to let go, but he knew he had to. He had to be strong for her. In the cafeteria, Jocelyn looked at Dex, her brow furrowed with concern. "What is it, Dex? You're starting to worry me." Dex hesitated, choosing his words carefully. "Joss, I've been thinking a lot about us, and I need to know where we stand. Do you see a future for us? I mean, really see it?" Jocelyn was taken aback. She hadn't expected such a direct question, but she appreciated his honesty. She reached across the table, taking his hand in hers. "Dex, I care about you a lot. I wouldn't be here if I didn't. But the future is unpredictable. All I know is that I want to be with you now. The rest we'll figure out together. Does that sound okay?" Dex felt a wave of relief wash over him. "Yeah, Joss, that sounds perfect." Meanwhile, Carly was deep in discussion with her attorney, Diane Miller. The stakes of the legal battle were clear, and Diane laid out their strategy with precision. "Carly, we need to be proactive," Diane advised. "We can't afford any missteps. The opposition is strong, but we have a solid case. We need to focus on gathering evidence and discrediting their claims." Carly nodded, her mind racing with the details. She knew this fight would be tough, but she was ready. She'd have faced worse and come out stronger. This would be no different. As the day progressed, the hospital buzzed with its usual activity, but the personal dramas unfolding added a layer of intensity. Finn watched as Hayden arrived to pick up Violet. He forced a smile and knelt down to his daughter once more. "I love you, Violet," he whispered, his voice cracking. "Always remember that." Violet hugged him one last time before running to her mother. Finn watched them leave, his heart heavy but hopeful. He knew he'd see her again, and that thought gave him the strength to carry on. In the cafeteria, Dex and Jocelyn continued to talk, their bond growing stronger with every word. They knew there would be challenges ahead, but together they felt ready to face them. And in the conference room, Carly and Diane strategized, determined to win the legal battle that loomed over them. Carly felt a renewed sense of determination. She wasn't just fighting for herself. She was fighting for her family, for her future. As the sun set over Port Charles, the day's events left a mark on all those involved. Goodbyes were said, questions were answered, and battles were planned.